Live or you're recording and posting later?
No, we're live.
Okay.
Sweet.
We're good. We're good on the.
Yep.
Ready?
We're waiting on you to start.
All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? CJ Cullen.
Larry Rosen.
Mike Vezza.
We are doing a special Brightside Tavern Film Festival. Well, Brightside Film Festival now. We kind of changed it up a little bit. Took that Tavern out, though. It's still on the.
Sounds.
There's still a lot of
more professional.
And there's still a lot of taverning that goes
There's
on.
still a lot of taverning, but also like it's funny because we had the new picture of it, but it wasn't high quality. But then Chris has the high quality, but we're all busy and whatever. So, and then Stevie usually puts that together with the little leaf, the little laurel. So he changes the year every year, and I'm like, I like that laurel anyway. So I'm like, just keep the same laurel, Brightside Tavern Film Festival, and he just changed 2020, but it looks cool anyway. But everywhere else it says Brightside Film Festival. So the Brightside Film Festival, not really the Brightside Tavern Film. It kind of separates us a little bit from the tavern.
It just sounds so much better.
Brightside Film Festival?
Like it's a barroom festival. It's one of my personal favorites. I got my first ever award at it.
We
I
do
love
kill
you
it with the
guys.
awards. And
Yeah.
you know,
But it does say Tavern on it, and I'm like, you know what? When we put this on my resume, we're just gonna write
Brightside
Brightside
Film.
Yeah, I kept calling it Brightside
is.
Film Festival
It is.
long
It is.
before that was the name.
You know, it's going to take. I think it's going to take a few seasons before we get rid of that tavern part because it's still. It will always be Brightside
no,
Tavern.
it's never going to switch because it's at Brightside Tavern.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
The Brightside Film Festival at the Brightside
Well, it's
Tavern.
like Grove Film Festival. Everyone calls it Grove Street Film Festival.
Yes, because Grove Street is across street. Right?
Yeah.
It's right, or like it's like.
Well, it's the
not even
the
across
station.
street. It's like
the station
50
they go to.
yards away.
And I'm good with them. Like, oh, sure, whatever. Grove Street, sure, whatever.
But shout out to Tommy. We'll see him. I haven't seen him in a while. He's like a second dad right? To everybody, not just me. Everybody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he actually really likes my mom. In all fairness, I mean, 2 scoops and my mother. You know,
Yeah, you know.
hey, I'm on my own.
Well, you guys weren't around when Tommy had Tommy. Well, you were when he still had Tommy 2 scoops, and that's how I got to know the guy. Because I worked at this school, which was down the road there. If you go literally about like 4 blocks down the street, was the OLC school where I worked, and some of my students, they're grown-ups now.
How scary is that?
I know.
Like, I taught them
Well,
when
we
they were
worked
like
with
11.
We worked with Angelo, who's probably listening.
Yeah, but he was still kind of young.
He was young then. Now he's older.
Yeah. No, it's not like being at the bar and some like 27-year-old walks up to you and you're like,
But that's what they are now.
oh man, I taught this kid when he was in 7th
They're
grade.
more like 25. So.
Well, I taught longer time
Well,
ago
they
than you.
are. They are. But I did.
No, I'm saying I taught longer
you did.
ago.
No,
so I
no,
get,
no. They're
like
older.
30 now
Yes.
when I run
No,
into
they
them.
are because you've seen your old students.
Yeah, but I was only like 5 years older than them when I was teaching.
Yeah, I know.
So,
But so that's different because like, yeah. So you're teaching high school young when they're pretty much adults anyway.
yeah.
So it's close. That's like my brother. He was 22 teaching 18-year-old girls.
That's tough, man.
It's tough.
So when I
Especially
was
if they're not
first
in
teaching.
uniforms and everybody's wearing the same
Well,
things,
it's
it's hard to
public school, yeah,
decipher.
yeah,
Yeah.
Well, when I was first teaching, so I was 20, or it was my second year, I was 24. I had these
So they're
students.
18.
I had
'Cause you had-
19-year-olds. I had 19-year-old seniors.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause-
And the one girl's like, my boyfriend is older than you.
yeah.
And
So
yeah.
And then, so it's funny because you're already a bunch of adults teaching adults. But that's college too. A lot of colleges have like the grad students teaching, and they're only 22 years old teaching 18, 19-year-olds anyway. So it's pretty close in age. But I never experienced that until, well, now I teach high school. So now it's a huge gap though. Like when I taught originally, I was teaching 7th graders. So I'm 25. I was a little later teaching.
Yeah.
So I was like 25, 26 teaching 12-year-olds. But those kids now are 27 years old.
Scary, man. It's
So they're adults, and I see them, and they're like, "Yeah, we're adults," you know. Like, oh, I teach. I it was a girl I student taught in Middletown, and she was my 7th grade student, and she's been teaching in high school for years. She just got married.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
Jesus, that's ridiculous.
Scary, man. You run into him, and
I
you're
feel
like,
young
Hey,
now.
Mr. Cohen, can I buy you a beer?
Yeah, that's the weird part. Like, we're like years ago, many years
You
ago.
say
I'm at the gym.
okay?
I'm at the gym.
It's a
many years
free
ago.
beer. I mean, come on.
Yeah, of course I'm going to say yes. Yeah. No, I was at the gym down the street here a few years ago, and the guy comes up to me, about 6'3" guy with a beard, comes up and he goes, "What's up, Mr. Cullen?" And I was like, hi. Like, why not CJ or Chris or anything like that? Right? Mr. Cullen, I'm like, he's like, yeah, I had you in 7th grade. And I was like, that's kind of messed up. Like, the last time I saw you, you were 12. The guy's
Cool,
like
though.
6'4", 25-year-old dude. I'm like, yeah, like, I recognize you. No freaking way do I recognize that guy.
It's awesome.
Some I do, though. Some I do, and they're out there, and they're some of them, they do have the same look, and I do see them. So, wow, I got it. So I do see them out and about.
It's interesting.
I do see some of them, and I love seeing people and saying, "Oh, you're doing good. How are you?" I love when they come up to me. But doing the video store and doing teaching and the film industry, you're out, and some random person comes up to you that you just know so many people in life, and they say, "Hey, I know you from so and so," and I'm like, "Oh, hey, yeah, great." I'm like, I don't freaking remember. I'm freaking old.
Well, see, for me, when I was a teacher,
do you forget now? You're not.
I don't remember who any of these kids were.
Yeah. So
But
okay. So I don't feel so bad.
No. But so when I'm teaching, I'm a big scary guy.
Yes.
So like I could tower over these kids, and I run into them, and I'm still a big scary guy compared to them when
I
they're
didn't
older.
know you back then. Were you were a big scary guy?
I'm
Now you are.
I'm 6'3", and I got I didn't have the beard back then, but yeah, like.
Did you have like a lot of hair, like out, like growing out?
No, I've
Same.
yeah.
What about you?
Were you ever
You're
6'3"?
I was
Never
never
6'3". Did you
6'3".
shrink?
I did buy shoes that put me up a little over 6
A little
foot.
taller.
Yeah. I
But you
had
were.
them. I had them from.
But
Yeah.
oddly enough, we're all in the movie business, but you were in education too.
I was a school business official for about 2 years. Wacky district though, rough times all around.
But you're in it. You're in it.
That's true. I mean, as
Mr.
far as the
Politician over here.
separation went, like it was very, like it was good because the kids were in uniform in that district. So like I wouldn't confuse like any young teachers for young students before I talked to someone. So at least you could decipher who was who as far as that goes. Yeah, but I was in the business office, so I didn't really interact with students per se. I interacted more with board members and
Will you ever go back to
superintendents,
that, or are you
attorneys.
done with that?
Oh God, no! I'm an actor, filmmaker. Come on, man.
Yeah, he is. Well, you've
It
done
would
a lot
be
of
very
films.
unusual for me to do any kind of accounting
Well,
work. Even
that's
for film.
but
Even for film.
I mean, even with me, who I just come every once in a while and work with a Larry, but I really don't work too much in it anymore. But we did a bunch of stuff together.
That's true. Very cool.
I really don't. So, guys out there, I don't do that much anymore. I work with this guy.
Not that much anymore.
Not that much anymore. But every summers I try to, but I've been sucked in. I
You got
love
a
teaching.
feature that's screened in LA.
Yes,
the
yes,
short
oh,
version
oh,
of
but
it's
I'll tell you what,
Oscar
you know what?
qualified at a
I-
box office release.
I know
in
you.
LA.
Sometimes you're like, I needed to go. It was great. It was right before, like, during school just started again. That was it. To me, that was an amazing trip. It was so fast. We did so much shit in such a quick time.
You were my deciding factor. I'm like, I didn't really want to go, but
Dude,
I can't mess with Mr. Cullen
Yeah.
Street. Like all your students were excited that you
Yeah.
were going to LA. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't mess with Cullen Street.
Well,
Well,
you
I
know
gotta
what?
roll out.
We did a lot
I
in
did.
3 days. We did a shitload of
We
stuff
did.
in
Hiked
3
Runyon,
days.
Beetlejuice
I feel
Bar.
bad that I did that to you guys. So like, yeah, we went to Runyon, but then we also went to the other place. You came with
Griffith
us, Larry.
Observatory.
We're like, Larry, you coming with us this time?
Well, it was funny because we were actually kept laughing because you're just going like, oh, I want to do this and this
Yes.
and this and this, and we're like, there's not enough time in 3 days to do
No,
everything
Really
that
bad we
Chris
missed
wants.
Universal, but I would have really loved
Dude,
it
because
if
everyone
we got there.
everyone
for
was
Scum and
saying
Villainy.
that it was crazy fun. The horror thing.
Yeah, I would have loved Scum and Villainy though. That's a bar I want to go. to.
Yeah,
and Kevin was
now we
doing.
know.
Kevin Smith was doing stand
He
up.
does it usually. Well, no, he does. Kevin did the.
was doing the Tuesday
the
nights
show.
there.
He does not the stand up, but it's his podcast show
Yeah.
with. Was it the Fat Man and the Batman and Fat Man and with the other guy? Yeah, so they do 1 or 2
I
shows
used to
together.
see
They
that
do
on
that on
Instagram,
Tuesday
yeah.
nights there, once in a blue moon, maybe once a month, and that happened to be
Yeah.
that Tuesday.
And we left Monday.
Yeah. First I wish.
Oh, you left
the
Sunday.
Tuesday before too, and I was in Santa Monica.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
maybe I'd like to go this summer, and you know what? It wasn't that expensive with a 3-4 day trip. That was kind of
Yeah.
not so like maybe
Especially
do a-
3 men sharing a guest house
Yes.
cottage, a small guest house.
I-
'Cause 3 large men.
Yes,
Well, you guys are a little bigger than me, but
but yeah. So
But at least nobody was sleeping on a floor.
No.
Dude, we did everything.
Everyone had a bed.
In 3 days, we
Their
did
own
more-
bed.
We probably did more in 3 days than anyone out there in LA does. Like we did a lot.
Yeah, I covered a
Comedy
lot.
clubs. We ate at Sizzler.
We went to the famous one too.
We went to In-N-Out
Comedy
Burger.
Store,
Yeah.
Comedy store, yeah. But
Yeah.
it was sold out downstairs, so we had to go with the upstairs with the amateurs, and
Oh, it was so funny.
it was funny. I mean, there were some guys. There were
amazing.
some guys that were obviously amateurs.
No. It was funny up until the end when it became
Yeah, they
like,
started
oh, you
throwing up
work
all
here,
the-
so
yeah.
we have to give you a 2-minute
Yeah,
set.
the last like 3 guys were like
Five,
like
yeah.
they 5.
Yeah.
But the
one
first
guy
couple
killed it
But he
with
was
the-
like,
oh, with the Forrest
so
Gump
what they
and-
do
oh,
sometimes is they'll
Oh,
mix
Jenny, I'm sorry.
They'll mix in some
okay,
comedians that are like they're there, and he probably went downstairs into the show and came up and did another set because it mixes it to make it more exciting. Because you got to have like at least one act that's just killer in that act that we saw, because there were cheaper tickets but a smaller room, but you never know who you're gonna see. Could it be a rising star?
But
in
even
that?
with it, like,
and
I
he's
know-
probably, they said he was a rising star.
I know with the first 2 comedians, I'm just sitting there, didn't even crack a smile at anything they said.
The first two,
The first 2, and then the third one comes up, and
That was-
I'm cracking up.
He was killer.
Yeah.
He was killer, wasn't it? That guy made the night.
Yeah, they had a couple of good ones.
But
there.
downstairs, and it wasn't even that big of a place. It was packed as shit. Like that the
Insane.
guy from the show, the teacher show now, who was on the
Coach
80s,
Melner, who's
Yes.
the Goldbergs, and then
Goldbergs.
and then Schooled.
in school, and he's funny, and he had his stand-up act downstairs.
Yeah, he sold it out though.
Sold it
We were
out.
probably better off upstairs, like 'cause some of the ones that aren't really amateurs
you know
were
what?
so good.
I think it was fun to do that the first time, because if we went to the
Yeah.
profession, we could do that here.
Yeah,
That was all like rising.
exactly.
But it's funny because you say how like there we did more than people who probably live there.
Yeah.
It's like everyone who goes and visits New York City.
Yeah.
They go and see everything that like the locals have
You know,
never
yeah,
seen.
Yeah, never. Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, the Statue of Liberty. I've never gone there. Oh, I've never
Luckily,
rode to the
I've
top.
done a lot of things, but there's a lot I haven't done, and we live right here.
Oh, well, when I lived in Manhattan, I used to have people come and visit, and I would have to take them on all the touristy things. So I would
then
do the
that's how you
same.
get it, yeah.
So I've done all the same touristy things like 15 times. And yeah.
I wind up doing that in LA. We hit the Chinese theater. We
Yes,
hit
we did
the
Chinese theater.
the stars. It's all within a mile.
Did that, and we went to Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice bar was cool, man.
That was
I had
really
a
cool.
great
Meng,
time.
who's
man.
downstairs right now. He went right after us.
I had a great time, and I knew Beetlejuice. Didn't know I knew Beetlejuice.
That's funny.
I knew. I knew the.
Imagine if you knew that you
He
knew
never
him.
breaks character, but
Yeah.
his name might be Ron.
Yeah. So, and then they had the little guy running around as Chucky that night.
Yeah, they had a little person
think
actor.
at that time, I think-
portraying
Yeah, there's a little
Chucky.
guy. He
I
was
think
like
we were
about
all-
2 feet.
We were all exhausted at that point, and then we went to Sizzler. After, and we were stuffed.
That's good because it absorbed some of the
was
poison I was
stuff.
putting in my
Yeah, yeah,
system
we were-
between Beetlejuice.
Oh, no,
but
you
you
were-
actually
yeah.
had poison.
Yeah, yeah.
You bought the
a
blood.
cocktail they had poison.
You bought
oh,
the
no,
blood.
that's right. They were selling the.
They were selling blood.
Yeah, like
He had
it-
blood.
It was a
it's-
drink that they
Yeah.
called the blood
No,
poison
it was
cocktail.
literally
No,
out of like I had some.
A naughty nurse was pushing a thing with a skull and
was.
crossbones on it, or
I
whatever
had
the
some.
poison
It
symbol is.
tasted like medicine.
Yeah, that was pretty terrible. It's all right though. It's all right though. I went to Sizzler and had some,
We had a lot of food.
had
Sizzler,
had
man.
some cheap meat.
We
to,
just kept getting
absorb.
up.
I had steak and lobster, I had surf and turf at
I
Sizzler.
haven't had
Cheap lobster and cheap meat.
steak and lobster.
Yeah, I
at
absorbed
Sizzler.
all the poison. Woke up the next day like a champ. I think I went for a walk. I got some tea. It was great.
Did I go home that
Did we
next
go
day?
hiking that day or something? We were gonna.
That was that late last day. We
I don't
went
know
up.
if it
Yes.
was, I don't remember. Yeah.
Well, did I go home that day? That was the next day I go.
Oh yeah, and we went out drinking.
You did? Where'd you go after?
We
that?
went. Wait, you were with us for part of the day.
Yeah, part of the day, and then I.
Yeah, and then we went out at night to the karaoke bar and then the other
I
bar.
didn't go
Oh
to-
yes, yeah. My buddy Andy,
Yeah.
Andy James Ninja, met up with us. DGA guy out there, good friend of mine. Really one of my best friends growing up. Both wound up in the industry. What are the odds?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we went to.
we should just do it for fun
yeah.
this summer.
Yeah, we went to our friend Chris's rap party, and then from there we went
Yeah.
to
Oh.
Residuals Bar and Grill for the
Yeah.
first time.
Yeah, and the funny thing was with Carissa, if we crossed the street and went to the bar, and she didn't know we were there, and she
Yeah.
was working that night. How funny!
And that
would
was
have
Scum and
been?
Villainy, the bar I
Scum
wanted
and
to go
Villainy.
to.
How funny if 3 guys from Jersey walk in, we didn't know she was working, we didn't know it was there. We decided, hey, there's the bar. We go in, and someone from Jersey.
She's like, oh, there's the 2 Jersey filmmakers I used to work with.
Yeah.
And you know a lot of the celeb clientele there too, so
Yeah.
we could have really ran into some folks.
it would have been. It would have been.
It would have
fun.
been amazing. Well, what are you gonna do?
So maybe we'll
Would've
get
been
a
one damn
maybe we'll
good
get a film
Tuesday.
into a festival out there. I'm gonna try to submit some student films into some California fest, and they're all hitting in the summer. So I might travel out there for that. You know?
I got a couple.
Couple, we have a film that just screened yesterday at the Chinese
there.
Theater.
So you film played in Chinese
Maybe
theater, and you're
anything
here podcast. That's dedication. They're here podcasting with me.
We actually were
Chinese theater, baby. They played a film.
we're
yesterday.
at the airport about to fly out to LA.
And I said,
and Chris calls us up and goes, hey, you want to come podcast? And we're like, all right, fine.
we got to
Do that
promote
instead."
Brightside Tavern Film Festival, all you people out there. So let's do it.
In all fairness, that doesn't sound like that out of character for me. Or I would go to LA, but I would just kick the wall like, why today?
Yeah,
can't
like,
believe
what was it?
Brightside.
I think it was LA. You're like, yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going up until I was on the plane.
Oh, actually,
You were. We were like, what the hell?
I don't know if it's the last Brightside or the Brightside before. I changed my flight to get out a little bit earlier
Yeah, yeah.
because Bathing Bandit was nominated for
Yeah.
a couple
Now,
of things. And I remember, like, I changed my flight twice that day
I was.
to get back from Nevada.
Oh, I just want to add because
Yeah.
it hasn't ever been posted. So this is, the first time it's being officially announced.
Oh.
When we were down in Florida for the Bathing Bandit, got the festival director to officially give the award to Mike for Best Looking Actor.
What?
that wasn't really official.
It was official. She was like, okay, fine, I will make you a trophy
She's
for
like, oh,
it.
do you want a trophy for this?
But you did
We
win.
love
Didn't
her,
you win
though.
an award?
We all 3 of us won.
Yeah,
Best
us and Tom
Emerging
Bragg.
Producer, or best emerging filmmaker. And they
The
made each of us
award
a
and the actual
yeah.
trophy said something a little different, but
Really?
well, meaning we won Best Emerging Producer and it says Best Emerging Filmmaker. And then afterwards, we were all, I'll say we're a little inebriated when I convinced her to give
We were
him,
in Florida in the winter.
to give Mike the Best Looking
I was
Actor
sober.
award.
I just thought it was gonna be
Oh yeah,
driving.
he was sober,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
but the
everyone
rest of
else
us
in that
weren't, and that's
squad
how I
was
convinced her to give him the award.
So
I wound up staying with Loring that night. Loring
Yep.
gave me his extra bed in his hotel.
you guys were. I was just recently in Atlanta for a horror con, but you guys were in Florida. Was that the same?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly the same.
same
day.
weekends and
So
I like the sound of this horror con.
I would have loved to have you guys come to Atlanta because Chris Rode did play, and you're part of that.
EP?
Unfortunately, you're not. So, but so that played, and it actually people were like, that's actually really good. They were telling me. I was like, yeah. Good.
it's because we brought Jersey folklore down to Georgia.
Did they were like that was pretty, of course the line that gets everyone is like
We're from Jersey. We're already fucked up.
and they were dying laughing at that line. So that's the big one. But people kept like right before our film started, people were like because it was a bunch of films before and they were getting tired of it, so everyone was like leaving, and then a bunch of came. I was like, oh man, and then some came in, so I was a little. But everything was going on like here in this new room. By the way, we are podcasting in. That's why it's
Yeah,
here.
popping the studio's cherry.
We are popping
Yep.
the studio.
First in
Cherry.
flight.
So, Sheridan Universe has moved up to the 5th floor of the
Penthouse suite.
building. Penthouse suite. We got all these rooms. This podcast studio here, behind us here. It's
There's
all
8
together.
rooms.
8 rooms.
8 rooms. It's a maze to get around them. Though.
So it's growing. So now it's great. So we'll have more shows coming up because even though I'll promote, this is Brightside, but Hang On to Your Shorts is coming around the corner. So we're going to have a crap load of shows coming up. So filmmakers out there from Brightside and Hang On to Your Shorts, we're going to be calling you in, coming in here to the new studio up here on the 5th floor, as well as Asbury while it's still around because that was a pop-up. We don't know how long it's going to last because as soon as it's right, if you guys, you saw it.
Very
he
cool.
got, oddly
Very-
enough,
I got there opening night, the same night as CJ.
Oddly enough, it's funny how we're popping people's cherries all the time. We're
Yeah.
doing this, but Mike and I got to the
Yeah.
first time. We were the first people to see
Yeah.
Shared Universe Asbury Park as Mike's like, yeah,
Yeah.
come out. So we're walking down we both look and we're like on this little window it said Shared Universe, and we had a party there the other
Yeah.
night.
Oh wow.
A great, very big party. It was a lot of fun, and I hope we can keep it longer. But the rent flies up in the summer over there.
Yeah.
But it's right. It is the
It's
building,
right on the boardwalk.
the boardwalk, and the ocean.
So cool.
And you guys can podcast that out there. You got to try it. Garden State Film Festival's been podcasting a lot now too because they're promoting and they're in here, they're down there.
Yeah, I saw my buddy David was on this show. Yeah.
So
That's me.
And mustache.
David Schoner. Yeah.
you know what?
This guy.
Props to them because they really, it's been different. It was in different years ago with me and them, and then I didn't really go, and they were in Asbury. And then I started going when they were in Atlantic City. When they moved to Atlantic City, that's when I went a lot, and they had a bigger thing, and I liked it down there. But I was like, it's all spread out. It was large. Now back to Asbury, you got to give it props to Lauren who is running it now. She's killing it with Asbury and doing it and getting all the places and all this stuff. And she gets my students. My students get to go to thing on Thursday.
What do you got? Eight of your students have films there,
cool,
give or take?
yeah.
Only 2 this year.
We'll just call it an even 8.
No, last year we had a few more. This year I was just, it does cost, and we submitted to a lot. It's very minimal. It's very small. But I wasn't sure, and it was early on. So like all my a lot of the films played last year it was an overlap. So the kids were working on new stuff, and I wasn't sure what's going to get in, what to put in. But I knew I put in 2, and they both got in. I just wasn't sure, and by the time the kids finished their films, it was a little late on that, and prices go up, and it was a little hard. So,
It was like when I thought about submitting, I was like, oh, the deadline was 2 days ago.
that happens a lot too, and you miss it, and then next year. So maybe next year I'll have a lot to submit, and then you wait so long, and then you forget about it. But that's just the way it goes. But we have 2 solid, really good student films that are playing on Sunday, their last day, Sunday morning. And then I'm waiting on HorrorCon.
That'd be cool.
I think we submitted 2 horror student shorts. We usually end up getting 1 in. Always 1.
And
I'm
the
probably
3 of
gonna
us
spend,
have
like,
a film
Oh, yeah.
that was submitted there.
I'll go up to Garden State to pay my respects to some films and filmmakers. I'm
go
probably
back
going to
and
spend.
forth.
I'm going to spend the bulk of my time, I think, at HorrorCon.
Yeah, well, definitely Saturday and staying overnight there. And
HorrorCon turns out so many like celebrities and
but they got some
photo
good celebs at Garden State this year from Terminator.
ops.
Linda Hamilton.
Oh, yeah.
And
She's been making the rounds with Indy though.
yes,
before
and then
the Terminator
what's his
came
name?
around.
The bad guy.
Is there-
Matthew Modine.
Well, Matthew Modine.
Modine.
Yes, Matthew Modine is going to be there, but also the bad guy from Terminator,
Robert Patrick.
Robert Patrick.
Oh, the Liquid Cop.
Yeah.
Yes, who we saw at remember we were right next
He's
to
a cool
him.
guy.
Very cool, but we didn't pay for a photo. We were just said hello. Kinda.
Yeah.
And, like he was there signing, talking. We're like, hey.
What I think's funny about those, so long time ago, I used to be into like sports
Oh,
memorabilia.
thanks, buddy.
Yes.
And so now where you pay money to go just see these celebrities, back then, if you don't want to pay for an autograph, you just walk up to them afterwards and just, hey, and just have a conversation.
Well, we do that a lot.
cool.
and
We
do
that a lot.
selfies, but now they charge for that.
Yeah.
Just
We
to go
do
over
that.
and say, hey.
Well, you know what? Some of them are worth it. And like say like Mike and I were like, oh, maybe not this person. We'll say
Yeah.
hello, but then maybe hey, over there, let's just do it. Let's split it, do it, go and do it, and it's cool. So we did that. Remember Emily Keeney? We're like, yeah, screw it,
Yeah.
split it, and we do it, and a few of them.
Yeah.
Then we saw the Village People.
Yeah,
and
this
we know the Village People.
Yeah, we do know the Village People.
We actually know them.
Yeah.
Which is weird. They also flirted with Mike right over here.
Yeah, Cowboy Randy's very friendly with me.
Yes.
You know.
And Cowboy Randy's nephew,
Good dude.
he's
still a cool
actor
guy.
then
cool guy.
the guy who plays who's the Indian character is local, and we're gonna have him on the show one of these days.
Wonderful.
Very cool.
So it was so random. He's like I know you. Like I'm like, yeah, we hung out in Asbury Park, and he's like, oh really? I remember that. It was funny.
They were great. Yeah,
And he's
Rhode
like, what the
Island-
hell? He goes, and he said it too. He goes, what the hell are you doing in Rhode Island?
Rhode Island was great.
Just what
man.
Brian O'Halloran
What a
said
good
the same
time.
thing, right?
Yeah.
But
It
hey,
was cool. We got to hang with O'Halloran
Yeah.
too.
But I got to say it. Remember, we saw him and he was walking. Remember, he was walking away from his thing and he was like going to get something or lunch or something. And we're walking behind him and I'm walking behind him. And I said, I went close to his ear and I go, I'm not even supposed to be here today. He turns around and goes,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you doing here?
It's great. That was a great run, man. We just
That was a fun night,
zipped
man. That
up
was
there
fun.
really easy.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the probably the best.
And then I ended up
top
filming.
couple
Remember, I
times
ended up
I've been
filming
to,
for
yeah.
them, and it's just. And then we got pictures of the vacation car.
Yeah, we did.
That was that was actually probably the best part.
Oh, we did.
The vacation car, like it was. The pictures were great.
Yeah, so many random celebrities.
The picture of
it was cool. It was
picture
really
of
cool.
me like in the front. He's in the back, and he's got a picture of Dana Barron that was signed, and he's hanging out the car. That was a great shot. Oh my gosh!
I remember being at one of the cons, and we went and started going where the photo ops were supposed to be, and we're just taking all these photos until they're like, you know, this area's closed, and you're supposed to be paying for these. Yeah, we're good. Don't worry, it's fine.
Yeah. You know what actually wound up being awesome, and I was surprised. I didn't think it was going to be that impressive. Sopranos Con was really cool.
Yeah, I know you told me
yeah,
about that.
you
I was
walked
so
in,
tired of it.
They had it set up like an Italian feast. Not
Yeah.
even so much. Like, the actors are great too.
Yeah.
But
There
it
was
just
we know a
really
lot of
good
those
con.
guys.
Yeah.
We know a lot of them, and they're
We
great
do,
guys.
yeah.
They're
Yeah.
all great guys, or girls. So some girls. What is that? You?
That's my phone, yeah.
Oh. He's ringing off the hook there, Larry.
right.
Is all the girls that canceled on us tonight? They're coming in. Are they like saying hello now?
Actually, I think it's Ming. He's like, I don't want to yell across the table. So.
Yeah. So so we put it out there like, hey, anybody want to come on that's going to have anything at Brightside, last minute thing if you want to come in and promote, because it is not Friday. It's going to be Saturday morning. We got student sets, so we got 2 high school sets and a college set. So
100 student films screening that
it
day.
is close to it. Yeah.
I'm your last
like
resort.
50.
I was your last resort for tonight.
You were one of the first 2 people that he went and got signed on board.
No, you know what? I said this isn't a Hotties
resort.
one. This is a Brightside. So let's switch it up and do like what we've done. And we also Tommy Bragg said he couldn't make it, huh?
Correct.
And
He was
Brett,
first 3, don't worry.
and Brett Eideman. Well, it would have been if us 3 and Brett and Tom would have been a really cool show. I think. Don't you think?
I'm like a rough-looking person at the end of the night after a lot of booze. I'm the last resort.
Well, it would have been with those 2 would be pretty.
It would have been. I'm just kidding.
It's like
It would've been
the
cool.
alternate other show that we do every once in a blue moon, right? With all you guys, and it's always.
Well, that's pretty much like the group
We
at
could
the end of the
definitely
night at
use a female
Brightside.
here
Yes.
too. Like I would choose a female podcast member over myself. Any
No,
day of the
we
week,
need
yeah.
you and a female.
I agree.
So, to all the ones that had excuses because they're busy on a Thursday night, sorry. We'd like to see you at the Brightside though. Saturday night we have a comedy set, not a horror set this time. We changed it up. We got Chris McDonald, who we all know here. He's been a guest. Ming know Chris. He did these little shorts, Chris on the Town, and he's got 4. And we placed them in between like a couple of the films. They're funny little quick shorts, comedy, and they're he's just trying to promote that and get that out there, and it's really funny. So we're giving him a comedy director's award. He also has a film out there called McDick. You could go online. Yeah, McDick. It's very funny.
Tell me more.
Yeah, just go on Amazon
I'll
and
look it
rent
up. I'll look it up.
McDick, and
I'll watch
you will
it.
die laughing. So we're gonna honor him with the local New Jersey Comedy Directors Award, and then we have another guy who was out here. I met him at the Irish Film Festival, and he did this film called McLean Avenue. And I'm Irish, so I know what McLean Avenue is. It is a street in Yonkers, right when Yonkers ends. It's all Irish. It's a long, big ass street. And Rory Dolan's is the huge bar that you have to go to if you're Irish. They're off the boat people in this bar, and it's amazing. So he did a show about this, and it's hysterical, and
That's
it's going to be
awesome.
showing, and it's basically a sitcom. He's trying to sell it to Netflix and all that kind of stuff.
Beautiful.
It's well done. The acting's incredible. It's well written. So I was like, dude, you're from Jersey City. I have a festival in Jersey City. And he's like, what? He's like, oh, I think you rejected me. I'm like, that wasn't our festival. That was another festival.
Don't look at me. I don't think it was mine.
No, it wasn't yours. So
I don't think it was mine. I don't even have a festival.
No, you're just Adam. But
Yeah, I show up a lot. In
So-
all fairness, I try to make it to everything.
so I'm like, no. I've said I'm not gonna say no to an Irish film that's hysterical
Something,
about
that'll
McLean
be-
Avenue. So I'm like,
Yeah, 'cause that sounds funny. Like I'm like,
it
I was like, Grove would have taken something like
it
that.
opens up the show opens up that this 40-year-old guy who was a famous singer,
Oh, you're screening it, so I'm gonna get to see it.
This is the
Yeah,
premise, like,
gotcha.
so it just opens up. The first scene, he's on the toilet, whacking off,
Oh,
and he lives with his mother, and his mother opens it, and she catches him whacking off.
that never happened to me.
I was thinking of you
Wonder why?
when it was on. No, and,
It's a good thing this stuff's not censored here.
yeah. So
They would just put blur over Mike right now.
it was so no. It was so
Very
funny.
possible. I don't wanna look
so
like I am.
so it opens up with that, and so you're still laughing about like and the mother is, but it's a different mother because she's off the boat, Irish. And she's very Irish and very religious, so she's saying all this stuff, and she's leaving. She's like saying, she found all his porno mags and put them on his bed and said like here's the prayers and all this stuff.
That's
The confession schedule on his bed.
Awesome.
So because he was like a good singer and he had rough things happen to him, so he goes back to McLean Avenue, lives there with his mother, and his mother's been single forever because the father they is gone. So they get her to start dating again on a dating app, and he's on a dating app, and he had and they both said, oh, on dating apps you make up stuff, so you get different pictures, different stuff. So they ended up on the same date because his dating app and her dating app matched them.
Oh my God, I gotta see this.
Yeah, so it's funny.
It'll be at Brightside this
It'll be a
weekend.
Brightside, the 6 p.m. on Saturday set where we're honoring him as the writer. So he's a local Jersey City writer. So we're giving him the Writers Award that gave Tom Braggs in the past, and then Chris is getting the Jersey Local Directors Award.
Is it true that you're giving the Coach Award to Brett Eidman?
Sure,
Who
why
did
not?
Coach of the Year.
Coach of the Year.
Coach of the Year. He's
Give
going
him
to get the Coach Award.
He
He's going to
beat
get the
me
Coach
out.
Award.
That's
Beat
a
me
good
out.
film.
Coach. Yes.
I like Coach.
I forgot about that actually. Yes.
So Brett Eidman, prepare for the Coach Award.
He's in a couple of one.
Did it screen last time though?
It's had a lot of screenings.
Yeah, it screened a lot of things, but
That film has had, I think, 15
oddly enough,
screenings
I
so
think
far.
everyone missed it the last time. So, like everyone walked up, it was already done. So
No, it was because you had it first.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
when you have like a minute film first, people are like, oh, is this starting?
Yeah, start.
As the credits come up.
yeah. So he's got that. He's got another 1 minute horror.
Night Noise,
Is that
where
does
he is a
have any-
clown.
Does he have anything else this time? Those two.
No, those are the two. Yeah,
All right,
those are the
cool.
two.
Nice.
No, wait a minute. He,
Does he have another?
I for some reason thought he had a third one, but
Yeah, maybe he pops in. You never know with him.
You got anything else pretty special screen? I'm probably gonna watch all.
So
of it.
Saturday night's gonna be fun for that. So I want to
and
pack.
I just want to interject. And on Sunday, there's a film screening where Mike Vezza is a producer on the film, and Chris Cullen tries to kill his child. I mean, is in the film.
That's right. The PSA. It's called PSA.
It's called
right?
So-
a PSA on child behavior
During-
management.
During
So
we
great.
have this 3-4 block where we have lunch and the kids are editing and they're in their back room. So I put it on, and the kids died laughing. They repeated it over and over and over of me smothering the kid.
That's a.
Oh, I
cool
didn't know if maybe they
film.
were quoting
That's so
certain lines in
funny.
there.
Dude, don't give it away, bro. People didn't see
They
it. You're
just
killing
saw
us.
like the pill, the whole thing.
Oh, I'll give a spoiler. There is a lovely young lady, full on Carrie, covered in blood, with a chainsaw that is actively going.
Yes.
There is a very lovely, talented underage actress with a giant meat cleaver.
Yes.
It's a micro short. So
Who
you're
might,
squeezing a
are they
lot
going to
into
come by
this.
Sunday and sell candy?
They might. They didn't give a confirmation yet.
Oh, so
But they
it's
might.
selling the
They
Girl
might be
Scout
there
cookies?
Sunday night selling chocolate bars.
Oh, all right. I'll
You know
buy
what?
some candy
You know what I
bars.
want. So Cursed Road never played this horror thing, so I put it in and got in because we had other things, and it's cool to kind of like resurge that a little bit. So Mike, who is in the film, not you, Mike, but another Mike was in the film, and I was trying to get him down to Atlanta. He came down. He went to Atlanta like 2 weeks later, but I tried to get him down because I'm like, oh, I'm researching the film. Let's go. It's just this one screening, and because I think he was the only actor who went to any of the screenings.
No, there was
Well, the Costellos came.
Well, the Costellos came, and there was the actor who came, and the actress who came to.
No.
Or the other actress who.
Nope.
What? But.
Nope. They never showed up. just the one that went and joined the army for.
Just the only one that wasn't a real actor.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
put
he was
me
a
in the
real
movie.
actor.
I try and stop.
The only one that
by,
wasn't
you know
trying
what
to
I'm
make a
saying?
profession
Well,
being
he
an
was
actor.
a theater actor years ago, and he kills it in theater, and he did some movies and did that stuff. But he had joined the army, so he didn't pursue it anymore. But he likes to get back into it, and I saw him. He played in the Crucible was probably his best role. He played Proctor, and he just killed it. I forget where, somewhere in Pennsylvania. He killed it, but he's really good at theater, man. He should get back into it because he's done. I think. Well, I don't know what he's always doing something, but he was in the reserves back and forth. But,
Yeah. But my point is, everyone else who was in that movie was a aspiring actor, film actor,
and I never see them anywhere.
and they were forgotten.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mentioned to go to.
Let's
Georgia.
reshoot the
do
movie,
something
Mike.
in
You're in
Georgia.
the movie.
I
Let's
just
reshoot it. We're doing a reshoot.
I'm down. Yeah, why not?
You doing it? It's a reboot, reshoot the Cursed Road.
If you want, I'll help you produce it.
Let's
I
do
no
it.
problem with that. That'd be
And
cool.
we could shoot it more than 3 hours overnight
You
and
could do
3 in the morning.
some-
And this
We
time
get
I'll
the
find a
kid out of
Wawa.
Adidas socks so that O'Halloran doesn't
No
make
socks.
fun of you.
Yeah, O'Halloran made fun of me that the
Well,
ghost,
the ghost
had
had
white socks on.
And
Like,
Isabel's
that
father
goes
made
with
fun of her
Adidas
for it.
Yeah. But-
I remember O'Halloran did stand up for us that night. Cause
Yeah. He
ready
made
to
fun of
scream
my
out, yeah,
film,
it was-
The Cursed Road. O'Halloran made fun of it because the ghost had socks on.
Which she only realized because her father went and commented.
Yeah. So, but it was funny though, and he had me for that. That wasn't O'Halloran on fire that night doing stand
Oh,
up.
he was great, man. He's so great. I just love him. I think he's one of the coolest cats out there.
And he was just on Rob Van Kapoor just has a new show, the A Game, I believe, right? A Game, and I came for support that night, and he did his first episode, and Ming was the guest. Ming was his first guest, and then it was a surprise. So we're off camera. I'm with Brian O'Halloran off camera, hiding here, and then he brought him on, and so it was the two of them on the episode. So you could catch that on YouTube. Go to the A Game with Rob Van Kapoor. It's on YouTube right now, and you got Ming on there and Brian O'Halloran in the same episode. So I don't know. I think he's working on the next episode now. So it's a new thing, and it's just an interview show with the A Game.
Very cool.
Cool stuff. So we got to get Mike Vez on the show.
I'm in.
Talk
Put
about
me in,
it.
coach. Put me in.
Yeah, because you got a lot of films going on right now.
See, it's because he read your
lot.
shirt. He's like, "Come on, coach,
Coach, put
you
me
can do
in,
it."
Coach.
I'm attached to a lot of features through.
Yeah, a lot of
To
features
shoot
going
through
on. A lot of things
Margulies.
going
I
on.
have a film with Larry. Second Thoughts, where I have
What-
one of the leads.
What's going on with Heavy?
Oh, now
Wait.
it's going to be called. You're talking about weight.
Wait,
Now it's going to be
heavy
called
weight.
All You Can Eat.
All You Can Eat?
Likely to get distributed probably on VOD over this summer.
Yeah.
But still in negotiations and open to negotiations.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
very
it's
funny.
doing-
I
it's
feel
doing-
very funny, and Jay Muse is in that movie. He
Yeah.
stars in that movie.
But the cast in that movie is phenomenal. There's so many brilliant people.
Yeah.
For me, once I heard,
But
Randy
it's so
Quaid was
Jersey.
cast,
I even
yeah.
told them when
So
I first
Jersey.
saw it, I'm like, this is such a Jersey film, a Jersey ride. I could tell.
So
Well, it's very
Jersey.
central
And
Jersey.
you guys both still have to see Immortal. Immortal's brilliant.
With our boy from Candyman who I was
Yeah.
hanging out with down in
Boy from
Atlanta at the
Candyman.
Claremont Lounge. Woo! told them
Tony
you
Todd,
got to go
yeah.
to the Claremont Lounge,
Yeah.
baby.
Tony Todd Scenes is one of my absolute favorite in it. It's a 4-part anthology film.
And I
then
mentioned you.
Yeah.
I mentioned you. He said, yeah.
Yeah, thanks, bud. Yeah, cool. He doesn't know me, though. I never met Tony Todd.
No.
No, I wasn't really involved in him more.
So I
he
said
was
one
just
of the
totally-
producers.
Huh?
So one of the producers. Were you a producer on that one or no?
Nah, that's
All right, so I lied to him.
Jimmy A, though.
And he lied to
Jimmy
you,
A's
being
the
like,
best.
"Oh yeah,
Maybe
I know
he
them."
thought I said thought I said or was talking to Margulies and I mentioned your name.
Yeah, I probably just shrugged. That's what I would do if someone. Actually, I do that a lot.
Yeah.
But no, I never got to meet Tony Todd.
Yeah, I thought you
unfortunately.
did. That's why.
But in the second part
My
of that, last part of that though, Dylan Baker and my friend we were just hanging with down in Beaufort, we just screened it in South Carolina. Lindsay Mouchette did a phenomenal job too, and that's the section of it that Rob directed. Genius. Whole film's really, really pretty brilliant.
Wait, so he didn't direct the whole film? Because it's
Executive producer on the whole thing.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
4 different directors for each section.
So
of
it's like
end.
The Room.
It's 4 stories, a 4-part anthology.
Was that the name of that movie?
No, it's not like The
Quentin
Room.
Tarantino?
Rooms.
No, 4 rooms. 4 rooms.
I didn't see 4 rooms.
Not The Room. 4 rooms. I meant.
I imagine they're different movies, drastically.
Totally different movies. Quentin Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez.
And then, yes, we also screened in South Carolina, where Timmy Realbuto won
Yeah.
Best Actor.
Yeah,
I was so excited, dude. I was really happy
it's
for him. But that's a phenomenal,
that's a crazy film in it.
Yeah.
But talk about dark
Great.
and deep and
Yeah.
whoa,
Yeah.
right? It's like whoa.
A lot of celebs in there, too. You got
What-
Nolan Gould from Modern Family. You got Oscar Nunez from The Office and
Office.
a million other movies.
Yeah.
Extremely
when does
Siobhan Fallon.
Siobhan Fallon, who's
Forrest
a
Gump,
local here, she's
Yeah.
in the movie right here.
Forrest Gump, Men in Black.
What's going on with that? Is that coming out soon?
I believe that's in the same kind of boat. It's going to finish up its festival run and then likely get distributed. Probably a VOD deal, but I have no idea.
What
There's
about-
talk of box office releases for both of them, too, so
That'd
we'll
be
see.
What about your feature films? Are they are they going on VOD yet? 'Cause
So-
some are still going in festivals.
So the only 2 features I have right now that aren't already distributed are Second Thoughts and Superstorm.
And they're still going festival route.
Second Thoughts is still on the circuit. It's kind of towards the tail end. So we're talking about going for a distribution.
We got to go
I'm
to
in
some more
talks.
festivals.
I'm in talks right now for getting a VOD on it, VOD deal. Superstorm is just pretty much starting the arc of its festivals. It's screening.
Did you take a break from it? Because I know you did some early screenings.
Yeah. So what happened is the 2 films are in the same genre. Mm-hmm. So I kind of focused on pushing Second Thoughts and then went for Superstorm. I mean, Superstorm also was out of post a few months later where it just passed all the deadlines. So it was coming out for the next season. Superstorm is screening in late April at World Fest Houston.
Cool.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
he's going down to Houston, man.
I like Second Thoughts a little bit better.
Before we're going down.
I like Second Thoughts a lot better.
That's because you're in it and I'm in
yeah,
it.
of course it's because I'm in it.
Of course,
I mean,
it's
I-
better
I-
because we're in it.
Yeah, but in Superstorm, the lead is a lot better looking. So
But you're also in the other one too.
I mean,
But I'm not the lead.
who would you call the clear lead?
Does it
of-
really matter?
Who would you call
The
the lead in
small
Second
parts
Thoughts?
steal
Because
the
I think
show.
Rietta's better looking than you.
Yeah, I think
But
so.
she's also in
Sorry.
Who would you
Superstorm.
call the protagonist?
but she's also in Superstorm.
So she's better looking than you in Superstorm
So
as
she's
well.
in both movies.
All right.
And I don't know. I thought I liked her character a little better in Superstorm, but
I wonder why. But you got you.
I guess I'm just a
liked-
Second Thoughts
well,
guy.
no. Legitimately, I just liked her character arc in that one because she was more. It was more clear of why she was a hurt character. I mean, I like characters that are
But she
damaged. Where you hope that they're just bent and not broken. and
Didn't
you
she
saw-
win for the other movie? Did she win any
Yes.
awards?
Yeah, she won Best Actress at Indie Gathering in Ohio.
And I won Best Actor in Superstorm, so we're gonna. No, but she's super talented. I'm fully anticipating her winning awards on this film. I mean, it's on Superstorm. I think she did a killer job with it when she auditioned because I called her up the night before auditions, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm doing auditions tomorrow for a film. I know the character's older than you like playing, but I think you're perfect for this role. So read the casting
And this was
notice.
after you worked with her with
Yeah.
the film we did in the summer.
Yeah, after Second Thoughts, I was to read the casting notice. If you submit, I'll call you in for an audition tomorrow.
Yeah.
She comes in. I mean, we auditioned probably like 40 or 50 girls, and she just knocked it out of the park. And I was like, "That's Kate. That's it."
She always nails it. She's a very, very talented actress.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
talented.
What
She's a
el-
very
what's she
talented
got-
singer,
but
too.
she's
I
very
think-
she's singing and
yeah,
busy
we-
with that. Does she act? Has she acted in other stuff coming up?
I mean, she was in.
Because she's so busy with the band.
I mean, she was in Teddy, which is screening.
Yeah.
I just actually found out like 3 days ago that it's screening on Saturday
Oh, where?
in Grindhouse Cinema, which Todd Stewart runs.
Oh, it is. Oh.
Yeah, for some reason, I was not told that it was
Oh, there
screening.
was screening in there, yeah. So unfortunately, because it's the Saturday falls on the day where we have the student films and the comedy, I didn't submit this year, but I'll have something for him for the next one because he does it twice a year as well.
Yeah.
But he always, that one time on that Saturday, always falls on the same Saturday. I guess he does that like early March thing, just like we do. So unfortunately, but I think he produced the film that is playing on Sunday, so he's going to be by Sunday at the festival.
Which film? I know the film.
The comedy?
I don't remember the name, but I know what film you're talking about.
I think that's the
He
one.
actually just while we're giving our little shout outs to Todd, he actually just wrote, directed,
His first.
and starred in his first film.
Short, right?
Yeah,
Is it short?
short with him and Tom Ryan.
Tom Ryan. So
And he did a
we got to have
good-
them on the show here. We haven't
did a
had
nice
either
job
one.
in the
Tom
film.
Ryan tried to make it down here once, but it was like a crazy
I was his
traffic
fill-in that
night.
day.
Yeah. It was like stuck in traffic or something. Well, you weren't filling in, and we had a big show. He just didn't come, and then we had a few other people that were in the studio sit down.
Even though I live north of him, you're like, yeah, he's stuck in 4 hours of traffic.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, there's no traffic. I can make it.
I didn't. Yeah, that was weird. So, what that thing happens, whatever. How are we doing on time here? Because I lost track. I haven't been paying attention. We could talk forever, right?
Yeah, I could keep talking.
I know.
I'm
Anyway.
like staring at this thing looking for a counter. There's none. But
Oh. We doing all right, Ming?
Doing good.
All right.
Keep going.
So, anyway, usually I keep track, but I haven't. I'm just talking. I had a rough day, rough week, rough couple things. But
you
hey,
look great,
you know what?
though. You look great.
You know what?
Forget about it.
I got to go get Stevie tomorrow.
How's Stevie doing?
He's
I
doing all
love
right.
Stevie.
Yeah, so Stevie's doing good. We're gonna
We got
stop.
Point Lookouts coming up too.
Point
right?
Lookouts coming up, so we got to do that.
April
And we have
8th, is
hang
that?
on to the shorts. We got Point Lookouts, so we got a lot.
Wait, so
It's
Point
I
busy.
need a
Lookout film-
spreadsheet to put all this stuff in. I gotta
Yeah.
start using Excel again.
I know,
Point
right?
Lookout Film Festival's deadline is coming up, isn't it?
Oh yeah, so
Submission deadline?
submit if any Brightside people out there are listening, submit to Point Lookout. Go on there. It's in Long Island. It's a great place. Or
It's a nice little restaurant bar. Basically, it's like a little hideaway in Long Island. We go hang out for the day.
yeah, and they just opened a brewery in the next town over and stuff. So,
Any film length good? I'll get you a few.
any
Film length,
any
yeah,
film
sure.
like we
Under
have
30 minutes.
Yeah, you don't want to go over that.
Under 30, yeah.
So
Well,
because it's
a
one
feature,
day,
I mean, you know.
no features, just
Ah.
shorts.
Shorts under 30 minutes.
Yeah, so because we only have one day, and you know, and then we have the awards after, and it's a nice little fest that we have going there, and hopefully we can grow it. But you know, it sneaks up on you with all these other festivals. But it's a fun place to go. They got some great food. They got the cool hamburgers and stuff, and the beer's always running. And now that they have their own brewery right
And
down
their,
the
their
road.
hamburgers, they feed those cows alcohol.
Yeah,
They get the cows drunk before
drunk-
they go and make the burgers out of them.
drunk fed cows.
Doesn't make it a bad burger, and it certainly doesn't make them bad cows.
Actually
it's
makes it a
grass-fed.
better
Grass-fed.
burger.
Grass-fed cows from their farm. They have a farm upstate New York with the same family.
Where was it? We were in Pennsylvania where they're like they're cows because they owned the farm, and they're like the cows are fed the leftover barley from brewing the beer there. And
Do we have
and-
Stevie's probably like saying stuff?
no,
as he's saying stuff.
Stevie's not. I missed Stevie's comments here.
Stevie's been drinking.
How do we look on there? Let me see. How's my hair? Huh?
Stevie's
Still on your head, so
Oh, yeah, I got some of it. All right. We got a winner.
So, no, Stevie's getting ready
look at that.
for the week.
Beautiful, bro. Forget about it.
You're looking good there.
Oh, yo.
Look at that, yeah. So getting ready for the weekend. So that's it. When we get there on Saturday morning, we have 2 high school sets and a college set upstairs. College set is almost sold out. So if you're listening, get those tickets tonight. Tomorrow it stops offline, and you got to go get it at the door if you're lucky to get in, because you never know. It could sell out.
and
I'm
you
trying
want
to think if
show
I
up
could
on
take a
time.
train down. I might try to take a train and save it. Yeah, well, the Uber's not as cheap as you'd think it would be.
You can
It's
take
still
the
like
train. Why
30
not take the
bucks
train? It's
round
right
trip
there. It's not that.
60.
It's not that far.
Yeah, so I could probably jump Montclair to Newark Penn.
And then take the path over.
Yeah. Or I could leave my car at my office,
Well, not
Bloomfield,
Newark Penn. You go to Newark,
Newark Penn
and-
to the
yeah,
path.
yeah,
Newark
and it's
Penn
right
to the
there.
path
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Grove.
It's a lot cheaper.
And then, yeah.
So you could do that, and we could do that. Or if you're coming from New York, get off at Grove.
Street Station, half a mile away from the Brightside Tavern.
It's a nice little walk. But it's going to be
141
cold
Bright
this
Street.
weekend. That's unfortunately it's not going to be like nasty out like it's been, but it's cold.
It's better than being stuck with a car.
Well, we'll be inside. So when you go there, we'll be inside most of the time anyway.
The beer keeps you warm.
Yes. So,
Although the beer themselves are always cold.
those of you who haven't been there, it is a lot of fun. So, but yeah, so we got student films, high school 2 sets, college, and then at 6 o'clock this year we have a comedy set that's so funny. You got to join us, and then we have a little party afterwards, and we have a little quick party
So
afterwards.
between the days, there's 98 student film screening.
Well,
Almost
98.
100.
There's about
I've been rounding it up to 100.
135 total films.
And then regular films, there's 83 of them.
I wish there was that many. That would be great. But it's close. It's close. You're not really exaggerating that much. It's pretty close.
I'm just combining some.
We have
some student films are regular films, and
we have 7 sets on Sunday. We have a quicker set, like a foreign and international kind of set, and then we have a lot of different. We have comedy sets. We have Jersey set, and there's also sprinkled in other places. But we have more, whole Jersey set, some comedy, horror.
And here's a fun fact about the foreign set. One of the shorts, just so you may want to come to this one, is entirely in French, and Chris and other Chris are going to be translating and performing it live while the film
Maybe
goes on.
Spanish I could do. I couldn't do the French, but
Si
you do
bueno.
sign language. What if like movies like you did like the sign language? On
Did
the
you
side?
see? Was it the
We good?
the Talking Dead where they taught everybody new
The sign language?
sign language?
Yeah. Walking. Well, yeah. The one.
It was like
Oh yeah, Talking Dead.
yeah,
They
it
were
was like-
doing the sign language thing, and he did the cursing and the sign language. And I miss Walking Dead. It's back, which is great.
I didn't see it either. Right? I'm probably gonna watch it tonight.
Yeah,
I think.
it's-
But
it's-
Better Call Saul's back up.
Better
too.
Call Saul's
Yeah, two of my favorite
back.
shows are back
Walking
in-
Dead is back.
back in the
Talking
run.
Dead. I love Chris Hardwick. He's just amazing. It's such an entertaining. You've been there, Ming, right? You were in Talking Dead on the audience, right?
I've been there, yes.
Yeah.
Here, let me hook up a mic
Yeah.
here.
So you got to
Hey,
experience that. See, that's one thing. See, if we go to LA again, well, unfortunately that they're not filming in the summer, but it would be really cool to be the audience of Talking Dead. That's one thing. Or I always wanted to meet Chris Hardwick, and I never did.
I'll
I never got to meet him.
they say I can go back anytime I want. So
Yeah.
they're like, hey, we canceled your show, but you're still in
Yeah.
the family.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sure I can send an email if you really want to go one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we've gone like 5 times.
Wow.
Mike.
Yeah. Every time you're out there, you're in the audience, right? You seem to-
Yeah, if we usually we're free on they shoot
Yeah.
on the Sunday night. Obviously, it's
Yeah,
live.
yeah.
So I just send an email and they whisk us through. It's pretty cool. They don't take they take everybody else's cell phones, but they never took ours.
Oh.
It was cool. So yeah, we got and they're like, hey, you want to talk to Chris real quick before he goes on? So we've gone and said a quick hi to him. So
I'm a
Cool,
big
dude.
fan. I'm a big fan because back in not remote control.
singled out.
Singled Out.
Yeah. Jenny McCarthy, man.
Jenny McCarthy.
Yeah,
Back in those
dude.
days.
Used to
Yeah.
watch that. My cousin apparently was on Singled Out years and years and years
Yeah.
ago, and apparently before Singled Out, he was in Chicago for some reason, and he gave her like this stupid line, and she was on Leno or something, and they said, what was this dumbest line that someone ever
And
did?
that was
and it
it?
was my cousin's line.
He's famous.
And then he saw her
That's
and
awesome.
Singled Out, and he told her, "Hey, I'm the guy that you said that
Mm-hmm.
the dumbest line kind of thing." And then I guess he got singled out right away. He was
Right,
out, so that
right.
was it. So
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I come up with some zingers myself. I can't hate on the
can you
guy.
imagine
The moral is to be
hitting
famous.
on her in a bar before she's like, well, she was famous. She was
Sure.
a Playboy.
Sure.
So it was before Singled Out, though.
But the moral of the story is, if you say stupid things, don't remind people about it.
She was pretty famous before Singled Out.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
beg
I know
to differ
that's
there.
why I said.
I'm pretty
but
sure
you
there's-
see her in a
there's
bar, and you
very
go up to her, and you
hot
say
VHS at
something.
my house
I forget
with
what it
Jenny
was. I
McCarthy.
would love to know what it was. I can't remember, but it was funny that it was him that said that.
Yeah. So I mean, we were always trying to get on the couch, but once they hit the point where they were getting like, what's his face, Marilyn Manson on,
Yeah.
and like Conan O'Brien, I was like, all right, well, we're not getting on the couch. Mike got to ask a question once though.
He did?
You know how like they would cut to like, hey,
Yeah.
we have an audience question, and they surprised everyone. Like Mike got to.
Did
go
he come up?
Yeah, he went up. Yeah, he got
I
to.
didn't see that episode.
It was an earlier one. I want to say it's probably season 3.
Did they
One of
did they give him something?
Well, I think
Were
the
they-
first time we went there, they because they usually do a giveaway.
Yeah, giveaway stuff.
On every episode, and they're like, "Hey, everybody, we all got guitars." So if you look in the
Guitars.
studio, there are 2 Walking Dead guitars sitting there being unused, and that's where we got them from.
Wow.
Yeah. So we got Walking. They're pretty sweet guitars. They're
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna like take lessons, become a rock star.
Yeah.
Nope. I was like, this is hard, and I gave up.
But usually Chris Hardwick gives like the guy that asks the questions or the girl that asks the questions like stupid
Oh,
crap.
you're right. Yeah, no,
Sometimes
he
it's
didn't
good
get
stuff,
the. Yeah,
like
you're
random
right.
movie
They didn't-
props. Yeah.
They didn't do that
You're
yet.
right.
He didn't do that yet.
They didn't start that until the season after. So yeah, he didn't get like a severed ear or like a head. You're right. Mike didn't get anything.
That
He
would've
got,
been awesome.
Yeah, he totally got chipped, man.
Oh, yeah, that is
That's
chip.
That's a great. Yeah, I'm gonna bring that
Next
up.
time you
man.
go up there, you gotta say that.
Yeah.
He got gypped, man. He could have got something for season 1.
Yeah. So I don't know. So after everyone clears out, they let us take
2?
photos on the set and stuff like that. It's cool. It was cool. It's fun. It was fun being in the family.
And then you know a lot of those guys. So like when you went, did you know the ones that were there?
Oh yeah. More often than not, yeah. Kari Payton was one of them. So Greg Nicotero. Yeah, we see
Yeah.
each other from conventions. So
Cool.
yeah, usually they're like, "What the hell are you doing here?" I'm like,
That's
watching
great.
you on Talking Dead. It was fun.
That's
It
awesome.
was fun. So we'll get you over there if you really want to go to Talking Dead.
I liked it.
not
I'd
a-
like to meet. And he does the stand up once in a while. I'd like to go see him once. I never got to see Chris Hardwick do stand up, but
Yeah, I just like him as a podcast pioneer.
yeah,
You know,
well that too.
He figured
Big
it out.
Podcast
so-
like him and Joe Rogan. I mean, we're 2 guys that I always listen to. You
Yeah,
know?
for sure.
I'm just laughing because you almost knocked over something
The
else.
water. What's
Yeah, it's
almost
all
dead.
right,
But this is the new table here. We did talk about us popping the cherry here.
We did. We were in a shared universe podcast studio, 5th floor. This is the new office, and
I was gonna say there's nothing behind us yet except this. They have this.
yeah, those are all. This is what I'm going to be doing this weekend, is hanging everything up. Behind there, it's studio. We haven't named the studios yet. I'm toying with like Gotham and Metropolis,
Yeah.
or something like that,
That
or
would be
like,
cool.
or LV426, and I don't like Prometheus, or we'll figure something out. I think
Yes.
Gotham and Metropolis will probably be
That
the
would be
2
really
rooms that
cool.
we're going to do.
A better version than Batman's or Superman.
Right, or over here is like the Xavier School for Gifted and Talented.
Yeah.
Over there is Avengers Mansion. Like,
Yes.
we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Start.
Yeah, but and you can put on when people book, you can
Yeah.
put the room.
Right.
You can say that.
Right.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think Gotham Metropolis might win out. That's the obvious choice. I think we'll figure it out. So.
Something's going crazy down there. You got some good view here too with these windows.
Yeah, so we're for just frame reference. Formerly we were on the 3rd floor of this building. We've moved up to the 5th floor.
Yeah.
Penthouse suite.
Yeah, it's not bad. And
Pretty high up.
previously our 2 studios were separated. You had to go down a hallway to get through each
And the
one.
kids today were here. My students, they're walking up and down.
We
the
took
hallway.
over the whole floor. Yeah, it
That
was
was
cool.
funny.
But now both studios are encompassed into one office. There's a small reception area. We're thinking about doing a little like
You should get like a blow up doll as the reception person.
like I want the Rick and Morty blow up, the Rick and Morty sex robot.
Just have like a desk and put
yeah.
it there.
It's not
Or
a bad
Mr.
idea.
Mishi's box.
Yeah,
Mr.
Mishi's box. Yeah. But
Oh,
we're
Mr. Mishi's, how can I?
if we can pull it off without making it look too cluttered, I'm thinking about putting like a podcast lounge out there. So it'll be a couch
Yeah.
with 2 mics coming off of it, 2 or 3, and we can kind of do like a lounge set out there for.
Or gaming.
Yeah, we do gaming for sure. Yeah, we'll get a TV and stuff out there. I don't know. The possibilities are endless. So,
Yeah.
But we're growing. Thank you for helping us grow and
Yeah.
podcasting here.
And we were telling everyone out there, you could the Brightside people watching, or even hang on to your shorts. The film directors, our goal is when they come here and they get them on, and then they want to do their own show.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, go to the Brightside. Go to Hang On to Your Shorts. And what's the other one you guys do?
Point Lookout.
Point Lookout. Go to Point Lookout.
Yeah, down in Long Island. We just opened up, our cousins just opened up a brewery
Oh, man.
in Long Beach, Long Island.
Right.
It just opened up last week. So the Bright Eye Brew Company.
Bright Eye Brew Company.
Right there.
Right.
It's it's a block away from the ocean. in
Oh,
Long
wow. You
Beach.
just wrecked like my next 6 months.
Tell you. So when I was a little kid, Stevie's family had every summer I'd go with Stevie and stay in Long Beach, Long Island. So we went. They sold the house. We went there, and it was a new house because I guess after Sandy they knocked it down and it's on stilts now. It's totally different because we drove by there to see it. Totally different, but I miss that place, man. I grew up there as a child. It was fun, man. I had my first crush there. This one girl, and I remember I was. They used to call me Eddie Munster because I used to have a cowlick right here. And
You had a widow's peak?
Yeah, right here.
You know widow's
Yes.
peak?
So I like how he points all the way down to his eyes.
Right.
No, it did. It went down to like
You had a
here.
widow's peak.
Like
Okay, that's
I lost
cool.
all the hair, but like it was here, and I'd go in the water, and I'd go up like this, and you would
Right.
just. And my nickname back then was Eddie Monster.
Eddie Munster.
Pretty
Like
voice,
Eddie
bro.
Munster. And there was a guy that lived next door that was like a giant, and we called him Frankenstein.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so we were the monsters.
Yes.
And there was this girl that it was my first time crushing, and she was friends with my Stevie's sister, but she was my age. Mary's like a year older, but so she was so I remember my hair was a mess, and I went inside, I combed it, and came out, and all the girls noticed I combed my hair for her.
And yet they didn't
awesome.
appreciate that.
This was like right before Wonder Years came out, and it was like a Wonder Years moment kind of.
Right. That's awesome.
First crushes, man. It was Long Beach, Long Island. That was it. And then from there, it just went to hell.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, life, that's what usually happens.
Win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
Oh man, the embarrassing stories. I think I was just was doing some like eHarmony online and stuff like that. I think I just got dumped on eHarmony.
Oh, that's rough, man.
Yeah.
It's rough.
He's trying to hold it in. I didn't even meet the girl.
How do you get
No, they cut you off.
I don't know
We
where
were
that
talking,
relationship-
like, you talk here, you talk there, and then I was talking to this girl for a long time, trying to get. We were all busy doing it, and then she's like, "Yeah, I'm done." I'm like, I didn't even meet you yet.
Well, she obviously screwed up, dude. She could have been here
right.
podcasting.
Yeah.
Yeah, shared
Podcasting
universe.
party.
Ladies,
Coulda
if you
came
want
to
a
our party the other
VIP
night,
pass
you
to
know?
Brightside, just you could be Chris's date. You'll get a VIP pass.
Didn't-
It will have stars on
Yeah,
it.
these guys, they date
I
night with
sometimes
me.
pimp people out. So
Sure.
like, we had a feature premiering. It was his first feature that he was a producer on, and I was like, anybody who wants to come as his date, I'll give you a free pass to
Yeah.
the festival. So one of our female friends is like, okay, I volunteer
Yeah,
as
what the
tribute.
hell? Yeah.
She shows up. She blows him off the second they get
As
there.
tribute.
Oh, come on.
She volunteered as tribute.
That's not cool, man. That's
Well,
not
it's
cool.
that whole what the movie.
You can have free
Yeah, the
passes
tribute.
if you come
what's
to the
that called?
festival.
Oh, Hunger Games.
Hunger Games.
Yeah,
Hunger
it
Games.
was Hunger Games was
Yeah.
huge at the time. That's why.
Right.
Yeah. She volunteered as tribute,
Yeah.
and I didn't get anything.
That sucks.
I don't
Well,
know.
that's just bad karma.
I've tried
man.
pimping Mike out, but people
Yeah.
just don't take me seriously.
Yeah.
I don't know
Well,
why.
I mean, but you get a free ticket if you come with me. So let's buy your ticket if it's
I was
that
like,
big a deal to
you get a
guys, I
free
don't care.
pass and you get to share a bottle of champagne with him.
Yeah,
that's
very,
true.
very easy.
It's not really hard to get me to share champagne. I usually buy a bottle, I sip some, I pour some out. It's great.
Yeah.
So,
It's only $15 at happy hour though, so
so Saturday
Rough
night. So,
stuff.
tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow night. It was the next night.
Yeah.
So we have the comedy set at 6 to 8. Then we're gonna party, and then usually we go around Jersey City. I stay at a hotel room that night and get ready for Sunday because Sunday's a big deal. But I have school the next day, so that's tough, Like so, it's
harsh,
tough.
man.
The same thing with hanging on your shorts. I got school the next day, and that's a rough one because we're out pretty late.
Yep.
That Sunday. Well, Saturday, forget it. But that Sunday, we're out pretty late.
Yeah.
I'm dead tired that next day, but it should be fun. That hang onto your shorts this year is gonna be crazy.
As a teacher, back when I was a teacher, at one point the principal secretary, I missed like 4 days of school for the year. That was about it. And she goes, "I've noticed all your days out are Mondays."
Of course. Yeah,
And I'm like,
of course.
"Oh, that's because when I'm
either
sick,
Friday or Monday. Yeah,
when
get
I'm sick,
Friday
I
or
just
Monday.
fight through the week, and then it
Yeah.
just catches up with me."
Of course, that's how you
Oh,
do
it's
it.
because I go out partying on the weekend, and Monday I'm like, nah,
Well,
can't
now
do it.
with all the festivals, and I don't take that many days off, but like say I'm gonna try to get off so we can go to Houston. Like I save that for
Yeah.
festival
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
So
for
I never
sure.
get sick. So I don't use sick days. I just use my personal days and my sick days. I already built up like 30 something.
Oh, if I ran out of sick days, I'll just call him dead.
I'll retire. I'll just take them off, right? I'm only a couple of years in, but only I put 15 years in. I could take a year
You're already
off, right?
you're already ready for retirement.
Yeah.
Before I ever started teaching, first thing I asked is, how many years do you have to work to retire?
Yeah.
It's
And they're
ridiculous.
like, why don't you get the job first? I was like, I'm 22. I'm planning ahead.
Yeah.
But I got a lot of years to put in, but you never know. other things can happen.
Yeah,
Podcasting can blow up.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Getting there.
We're getting there.
Everyone.
But I talked to your students. They're really enjoying the TV and film class. They love you. I can tell they love you. And You're doing a great job.
They bust my balls a lot, but they can. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Because
I
cool
picture
with
you
that.
being the teacher that just everybody loves. Like, hey,
I bust
Mr.
their balls
Cullen,
too.
What's up, man?
So this one guy, he didn't come on the trip. I've had him. I've actually known him since he was young when I was a sub, and he was always he's taken my class. I teach him for 3 years. He's a senior. He's had me for 3 years. This year, he just doesn't give a crap anymore. It's like, I'm done, whatever. But I've known him forever.
Senioritis, all right.
He does
No
always does.
worries.
He's always the type of kid that does little stupid things,
Sure.
sneaky things.
Sure.
So we have the computers and editors back. He's always on it, and he always does dumb crap. Like he'll put my picture on all of the screensavers.
That's amazing.
He did it to me
I would put
too.
my own picture on all the screensavers.
When you came last year, he put yours on.
Yeah, he put my
He
picture
does
on there.
weird. He does weird things, but that's like his comedy. That's his thing.
Right.
I think that's awesome
So-
and comical. He's probably my favorite of your students. I've never met
He's
him.
the one. He was the one that Ving and Mike saw 2 years ago. That came in on the. He had like the wheels because he hurt his leg.
Oh yeah. Yep,
From wrestling on a trampoline.
Yeah. That's right. I remember him.
So he works a lot now, and he's always working whatever, like party fair, or whatever. So he's a funny kid, but he's a weird sense of humor. So I go in the other day, and he's doing Photoshop, and he's taking my photo from one movie where I have a mustache. He takes my mustache off. He moves my eyes up, takes my eyebrows. He's playing with Photoshop with
Right.
my photo, and he puts it on there. So he doesn't. He has this flex, so he doesn't come in the next day. So I got his senior picture, and I put it on all the.
You got him back. You got him back. That's
So
awesome.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
And he comes back and he sits down the other day. He's looking. He's like, every computer's got his face on it.
I just love that.
And
You're
I
like,
go-
oh yeah, two can play at this game.
And all I said to him like this, he's like, how did someone who he looks at me, he goes, who did this? I'm like, who does these things? And then I go like this, and then I popped in, and he goes, how did someone get my graduation picture? His graduation picture. He was like, no one has that. And I looked at him and I go, when you mess with the bull, you get the horns. And I walked out.
But did you give him?
I just
no, he
walked
did
out.
this right.
I
with
walked
the,
out.
yeah.
I threw down the mic. I said, I said that line from
Breakfast Club.
and I
Nice.
walked out. And he was like, that son of a bitch got me. And I was like, don't mess with me, buddy.
That kid sounds
And I
awesome.
said, and then I said, I also have control of your grade, and you're doing nothing right now, so you got a 0. Bye.
I give him an A.
Dang.
Give him an A.
It's
Give him
all-
an A for
it's-
A. He's kind of funny.
Give him a C for
sometimes.
creativity.
It's all in good fun,
Dang,
but
dude.
he's been slacking. He's funny, and he always used to come up with like these dumb, stupid videos that were funny. But this year he's just not producing.
Senior
I think
Senioritis.
putting you on the
He did this really
screensaver
horrible
just
one, a really
requires
bad
an
one
A.
that was so funny but bad, called The Tent. It was about 2 guys in a tent, and they walked out and they got murdered. It was so bad.
Dude,
But
I'm
if you
in.
Watch it.
I'm in.
if you
This
This
watch
kid's
it-
hired.
Yeah.
This kid's hired. He
I
doesn't
can
need
picture
to
how
do
funny
good
that
grades.
could be, though.
He's a funny guy. He's really funny.
I
he
wanna
can
see
edit.
this.
He can edit well, but he's just lazy, like very lazy.
Ain't as bad as me.
But funny, dude. He's a funny. But he comes up with these funny, stupid ideas, and
I
yeah.
love
So
it.
that's what we've been doing
Nice.
lately in our class. Well, this is during like the break. This is like during lunch, like 3-4, because he's always hanging in there. So I never get a lunch because the kids always hang out in my editing studio.
Right.
And they're editing or just some of them just sit there.
Oh, I used to make them bring me lunch if they were hanging out in my class because I taught. in
I have to go and get lunch.
Well, I
so-
taught in a computer lab.
Yeah, that's kind of what they do. So, so we have our fun times in there, and then sometimes teachers come in and they're like, "Oh, what these guys are editing?" I see that and say, "What are these guys doing?" I'm like sometimes they just got to blow off steam. I'd rather have them here doing it and sitting down and just being cool instead of being out there getting into fights.
Oh sure, yeah. No, sit behind the workstation, man. Go edit something. Go
Yeah.
Photoshop my face or something.
'Cause at least
Watch,
being in
watch
school,
a
not getting
video,
suspended.
watch something, just get it, just do something.
Right.
And they do. They'll watch some funny, stupid, but they get ideas. They'll watch some dumb crap,
Right.
And then they're like, oh, let's do this.
They'll get inspired.
I mean, that's why they did the studio. They're
Right.
watching The Office that year. They were into The Office, so they're watching The Office during that, and they're like, "Let's do it." So then they developed The Office, which Ming is in.
Yeah.
and it's playing at the Comedy
I
Fest.
know.
right?
Lo and behold, it's in a shorts film
So
festival.
you know where's the
Rhino Comedy Shorts Film Festival in Suffern, New York, on March 12th.
Yep. So and it had its run. It played down in Houston. And it played a lot of places. So the kids were proud of that. So, and it is funny. It is funny, especially your part when you kick the tree, Ming. And
Oh yeah, they're like, hey, the premise is I'm a janitor, but at night I turn the studio into a kung fu dojo. So they're just like, just do some, they're gonna cut to you.
Because
With
every janitor knows Kung Fu, of course.
yeah, so they kind of do the third person camera whipper onto me, and I'm like doing like stupid karate moves. I have a bow staff, and I'm like whipping it around. They're like, kick the plastic tree over here, and I kicked it, and it snaps in half. Other branch goes flying in my reaction. I was like, oh my god, I think I just broke this tree. It's genuine, but they're like, no, it was kind of broken already. So, but I kicked it with everything I had. It snapped
it was
in half.
so funny. But
And
they
it
did
worked
this
out for the short.
like
though.
5 minutes. They just like, hey, you do this real quick, and you did it. And
Yeah,
it was so
it really
funny.
took 5
And
minutes. So
he did another one too for these other guys, and that one didn't turn out as good as the studio.
Yeah.
So.
I really like the concept. It just randomly turns.
Well, so the funny thing is, they wanted to do another episode, but at the end of the year, and they couldn't think of ideas, so they did another episode, but it just didn't turn out good. So
Yeah.
it didn't really make sense. It was kind of.
But I mean, lo and behold, I'm in Houston for Comic-Con, and there's a film festival there, and
Yeah.
CJ is like, dude, you're up on the screen here.
I took the photo or
in
video
Houston,
or
I'm like, what are you
something.
talking about? Like, where the studio is. I was
That's
like, oh my
so
god!
awesome.
So I thought that was pretty cool. That like we were so far away, right in the middle of Texas. And one of your kids is their shorts were
went-
playing. I thought that was cool.
And we had fun last year with the boys, but like when I was just there, it was a cool experience
Sure.
with just me and you down there.
Yep. Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, we're not in Jersey anymore. We're in Houston
No
doing this
one knows
crap.
you're here. You can act a fool here because nobody knows who you are. So just don't
Nice.
get arrested, and you're good.
And we had just cool experience. I've never been in Texas, so that was a cool experience.
It's a fun
and I love
state,
it.
man.
Yeah.
Really
You were,
nice state.
CJ's making friends left and right. Man.
was.
This guy Smiley here.
It's
Was,
a social butterfly. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
I was
okay.
having, I was down there because you were doing your thing, so I was walking around by myself a lot, and I met people working, being cool about it, and then the film people loved me down there.
Yeah. I just you brought an East Coast flavor, man, and I think they like that flavor down there.
They do.
It's cool.
I think they do.
It's great.
So,
So everyone should go down to Comicpalooza.
yeah, we're gonna get more
I'm
people
gonna
to
try and
submit
come
this
this
year.
year.
You got to
Yeah.
submit
Yeah.
Everything Bandit, and Mark's gonna submit Crazy for the Blonde. And we get Tom Bragg down there.
Yeah, get down there for sure.
So we're gonna try to bring a whole conglomerate of Jersey
Nice.
people this
I love
year.
it.
We'll
Brad
see.
could come down for bathing.
Stevie Rogers, who's probably listening, is coming with us this year.
Oh boy.
God, yeah. He's a
Keep
good
an eye
dude,
on
man.
him.
I love
Yes.
Stevie.
Keep an eye on
Gotta
him.
watch
please.
him a little bit, but I think he wants to come because he wants to just get away
Sure.
and have fun.
Well, that's the place to do it then.
Yeah, he
All
just
right.
wants to get away from everybody and just be like, I am just going to have fun.
Okay, good. We have fun down. We're saving the fun down there for you, Stevie Rogers. We got you.
And he hasn't been to a Comic-Con in a while. And he does like that stuff. so.
Right. That's awesome.
'Cause he's always commenting. He loves podcasts. He's always listening to all the podcasts all the time. He's always commenting. So
I love it. Cool, man.
We should have brought him to Rhode Island with us.
yeah, he didn't want to go because
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
was expensive, and he is hurting a little bit from that. He spent a lot of money, so
Yeah.
but he just figured whatever. But next time.
Next
That's
year.
why he wants to go to Houston. He's like, screw it, we're going to Houston. So anyway, I guess to sum everything up, Saturday afternoon we got 2 sets of student high school films. Then we have the college set. You could buy tickets online tonight and tomorrow only. Do not be like on Saturday you couldn't get tickets online. It closes on Friday night. You can come cash at the door. Okay, so it's posted, so you don't. I know we're gonna get
And
that question.
do not assume that it's sold out.
Yes.
Ever. Just show up, buy tickets.
This online internet
If they
always
say it's
closes
sold
the
out
night
at the door,
before.
just pay them double. They'll let you in.
Yeah, we'll fit you in the Brightside, right? We'll find a way.
And,
So
real quick, the Brightside Tavern, 141 Bright Street
Yeah.
in Jersey City, New Jersey.
yeah, with
not that-
Tommy the owner.
Tommy Two Scoops.
Tommy Two Skips. Okay, I haven't seen him in a while, so it would be cool to see him and everyone else, all the film people that I haven't seen in a while. And then hopefully we'll open up for the summer Brightside soon. And we'll be closing. It closed, so we were watching 1 million films after this weekend for Hang On to Your Shorts. So we're a little behind on that. We have over 300 films we got to watch and shrink that down.
Submissions are closed for hotties, right?
Yeah, there's no way we can take
Yeah,
anymore.
no, I hear you, man.
There's so many, and that's going to be at the JSAC this year, as well as Porta and JSAC. We got a couple screenings on Saturday, and then Sunday all day on both of them. And then we have our party at Little Buddies, and we got some cool guests coming again for the award show, and it's going to be a lot of fun for that. So the same thing with Brightside. It's always a crazy, insane thing, and stay for the award show and have fun. And we're going to try to zip through it again like we always do, and because I have to work the next day. So Saturday is a fun day. So come on down. If you don't even have a film playing, come on down. Come to the comedy set 6 to 8. You're going to love it. It's very funny because we're going to have a good time after. And hang out in Jersey City. It's a great place to be. And that's pretty much it for promoting. You guys got any promotions you want to talk about real quick?
Cast me, date me, whatever you guys want to do with me.
Yeah.
Find me, yeah.
When's
Yeah,
the
just
next
call
festival?
me Mikey Vezza. Instagram at Mikey Vezza. Mike Vezza, whatever. Type in my last name, see if I come up.
What's the next film and a festival coming up for you? You don't have any Brightside this year. It's like a first.
No, he does.
Yeah.
He's a
Oh yeah,
I'm
Producer
a
on-
producer on,
Okay, so PSA for Child Behavior Management.
there you go. So we do. That.
on yours and Larry's.
I'm in it.
So yeah, it's technically not competitive because
Yeah, it's not competitive.
couple
'cause
a couple guys know a couple festival directors there.
I haven't been in film in a while, so go
Yeah.
check out my film that I'm in where I kill a child. Like, just give that away?
It's funny.
no, it doesn't give anything away just because he killed a child. In
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It's like Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, it doesn't give it away that he kills people.
Right, right.
It's funny.
All right, guys. So,
Yeah, so plugging Point Lookout Film Festival.
Yes.
Submissions are still open.
submit. You got it.
Submit. Show up this weekend to Brightside Film Festival, especially Sunday downstairs at the 2 and 4:30 blocks and watch my films.
You're back to back, Blackson.
March 12th, come out to Rhino Comedy Shorts Film Festival.
What day is that?
That is a Thursday.
I keep saying Monday for some reason.
March 18th is Grove Film Festival.
It's right after St. Patrick's Day. At least you didn't do it on St. Patrick's Day because that would be a
Yeah,
sin.
that would be bad.
Yeah.
The highest of
April
all high holy days.
April
Yes.
8th, we have Point Lookout Film Festival.
Yes. So
And-
I'll be off that week. So and the Easter break is early for me this week. But yeah, so if you're off that, so April 8th, and then Hang On Your Shorts is right after. So April's gonna be nuts, pretty nuts. And we're gonna be podcasting like maniacs. So if you want to come podcast filmmakers, April's gonna be early April, March. This month it's starting to go crazy, man. We're going nuts.
I can't wait.
This is insane. So
wait.
any filmmaker out there, let me know, message me, come on the show. We're gonna book a lot of people, so a lot of shows going on. This is our crazy month, March and April. So we'll see you soon. And I guess that's it. That's all she wrote.